Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is China Austin, and I stand before you on behalf of Public Health Nationwide. We are a public health advocacy group, and I'm here today to present to you on behalf of a policy that we have came together to complete, and we call this policy Operation Free Health Services. Um, Now, the policy in itself deals with local public health department services nationwide. We here at Public Health Nationwide would like for all public health services nationwide to be free of charge, no cost for any services rendered at any public health departments in any states nationwide. Okay, you may say, who does this issue affect? And of course, this issue affects poor to middle class citizens who utilize their local health departments in their areas. This will also affect uh, the workers in the public health department facilities. And this issue is important to the community because it has a tremendous impact on the community. It deals with thousands of citizens who utilize public health uh, facilities on a day to day basis for numerous healthcare needs. This issue needs to be addressed because, as I mentioned, it deals with a lot of people. And when you're dealing with a lot of people, lots of issues tend to arise, especially with public health. There are thousands of individuals in communities who cannot obtain proper health care. So that forms gateways for health issues to arise within communities. We're talking about a rise in sexually transmitted diseases, the HIV and AIDS virus, pregnancies, unplanned families. The list goes on and on and on. Now, the individuals who will be affected by this policy are citizens of the local communities that need the free healthcare services. It will also affect, of course, your local taxpayers because, of course, budgets and money and things of that nature will have to be um, discussed. And also, it also affect the local health department employees and also local policymakers in each individual neighborhood. Now, this policy will address the healthcare issue by first providing guidelines and stipulations on the free health care services for all in regards to free health services at public health departments. The policy will address local health issues by making it easier and more accessible for those less fortunate to receive the medical treatment that they need. The policy will provide guidelines as to the criteria for individuals who need these free public health services at their local health departments. The policy will have strict guidelines on income level. That will be one of the first guidelines to individuals being able to qualify for the free health services. Because, as I mentioned before, poor individuals are the ones who need these services the most, and they're the ones who cannot afford them. Now, there will be major changes with enacting this policy. Um, of course, the first change that we will see will be a rise in healthy individuals in communities, which is the most important, the most important reason why we at Public Health Nationwide would like to enact this policy. We want to see a growth of healthier communities nationwide. And we believe that by providing these free services at local public health departments that we will see this rise in healthy individuals in communities. Um, of course, the whole system of the public health department will be revamped. So we can expect changes on the not only just the people, not only just the financial side, but also on the personal side as well. Um, another, the internal structure of the whole health department will change. So, of course, we will see a change in individuals working in local public health departments. We'll see a change of individuals coming into local health departments. Um, of course, there will be costs and benefits to this policy. Of course, the cost comes in the form of if everything is free, supplies have to be paid for, employees being compensated for their time has to be paid for. So there will be costs to this policy. And we at Public Health Nationwide believe that if a budget can be set aside each month for each particular state's local public health department in each community, then we believe that this policy will be perfect if the perfect budget is figured up for each individual community in relation to, population, how many individuals will frequent the local health departments, what supplies will be used, what procedures will be done, medicines and costs and things of that nature will be figured that way. Um, of course, there will be risks. There runs the risk of investing so much money into making services free and then the services not being utilized. Because while we can make the services free, if the people do not come, then all of that money invested will be a total waste. So, of course, there are also risks involved with this policy. But with any great thing comes risks. So, we at Public Health Nationwide believe that the um, the rewards greatly outweigh the risks of investment. Um, lives of the people affected by this health issue will change drastically if this policy is enacted. As I mentioned before, we'll see more healthier individuals. Now, individuals can come in and they can have STD testing, they can have pregnancy tests, they can get family planning information, they can get information, about their overall health and be treated for any kind of diseases or illnesses or anything that they may have and not have to worry about how am I going to pay for it. Um, I know that everyone will not be in favor of this policy. I know we're going to have conservatives who are going to say, nothing in life is free. And while we'll have maybe liberals who will greatly agree with helping out the poor man. But at the end of the day, whether you believe that healthcare should be free or whether you believe that it should be paid for, healthcare should be made available to all individuals nationwide, which is why our name is Public Health Nationwide. We believe no matter what political views you have, everyone should be entitled to health care and should be able to have it if they need it, regardless of political orientation or anything of that nature. Now, you may say, why should we enact this policy? Well, we here at Public Health Nationwide believe you should enact this policy because there are individuals out there who need this. They need to be able to take care of their self and their family and be healthy. And that's all that we want at Public Health Nationwide is for healthy individuals nationwide in each and every community. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.